Hi, hello. I am here in Texas. Look at these beautiful trees. There's like air plants everywhere. And I wanted to share with you this morning a practice as I'm doing it. So this is like on the court, real life. And this is called vagus nerve breathing, because the vagus nerve is so critical when it comes to our nervous system being regulated. Now, it wasn't too long ago that I was like, nervous system regulation, what are you talking about? Somatic practices, what are you talking about? I didn't know any of this stuff. But what I did know is that I had a lot of anxiety and stress and pressure. I could like almost feel it in my body. I will admit that my mind didn't really receive, like I wasn't somebody who went around saying like, I'm so stressed, because I had done it for so many years that I was like, this is like child's play. This is just like how life is. Like we're supposed to be running at this like crazy pace. So long story short, I'm not going to put it all in here. If you want to, you can always like hit me back and I'll reply to you. But I ended up having a nervous breakdown in 2023 because of the decades of overachieving, high performance, always on the go. And it wasn't anything dramatic. I just got to this point that I was like, if I make one more fucking decision about one more thing for one more person, I'm going to lose my mind. So it's just kind of like at my wit's end. And what was tangibly going on in my body is I was getting really sensitive to things. So I had been an insomniac for a couple of years, and then like fabrics were bothering my body. I was getting like itchiness, like for no reason. I was having a hard time being in restaurants because my ears were really sensitive. Like hearing utensils on plates drove me crazy, and I just was all around a grumpy bee. That's how I was being. So vagus nerve breathing is an incredible layer of my sacred systems, and it's so simple. So my recommendation is to do this for 5 minutes a day as like maybe the first practice that you take on. And the reason why I like it is like, to me, if you're going to be making shifts that are incredible, it's not about going big and like doing everything overnight. We're busy. We also have been doing things a certain way, so our nervous system is very used to patterns. So let's just have life be light and easy. We can do shifts that are like very doable when we do something small, and it's like a few minutes a day. And this is more about self-commitment and self-devotion. And so devote yourself to doing this practice, even if it's not 5 minutes a day, maybe it's 1 minute a day. It's super simple. All you do is you breathe in through your nose for 2 counts. And then you're gonna exhale for 6 counts through pursed lips, like you're blowing out birthday candles. Now, when you do this, you might not be able to do 6 counts. You might be able to only do 4 counts. If you can only do 4 counts, it's just an indication that your CO2 levels are higher in your bloodstream, which means you're probably even more maxed out, more dysregulated. So all you do is in through the nose, 2, out through the mouth, for 6. And you just keep going on that cycle. In through the nose, 2, out through the mouth, 6. Meet yourself wherever you are. If you can only do 4 on the exhale, do 4 on the exhale. If you can do 8, if you can do 10 on the exhale, the longer the exhale, the better. Super simple. Vagus nerve breathing. Now here's what I noticed about it. Excuse me. I started doing it as a daily practice for 5 minutes a day every morning. I literally would like get up, brush my teeth, go outside and do vagus nerve breathing, which is also, you're kind of like being sneaky about it when you do it outside, because you're also kind of connecting with nature. So you're connecting in with your body and mind with the vagus nerve breathing. Here's what happens. You start to get more presence and connected to yourself. And what happened for me is I started to notice when I felt like a rise of stress and anxiety. And so in meetings or in any kind of circumstance, when I was getting triggered by what someone said, I started noticing that I would automatically start doing the vagus nerve breathing as I was listening or, receiving whatever was happening. And here's why I love vagus nerve breathing. It's not like yoga where you need a mat or any of these other practices that I do. Vagus nerve breathing is so subtle. You always have your breath, and people can't even really tell that you're doing it. Like if you're doing it, you don't have to blow it out like when you're listening to someone. You can do it like so subtly. So it's like literally a tool right there where you can stay in the seat of your awareness. Let me know what you think of this. Any comments that you have, I'm in your corner.